And so many of the engines were ready to save their boss. They knew what to do. Now, they said, and they puffed away. But what about tonight? Said Rosie. Otherwise, we'll not know what to do. And so Thomas decided a plan. Night came, and they were ready to save their boss. Rosie decided to stay in the sheds so that she will not be taken away for scrap, and she won't be caught by the Duke Controller. Duncan was going to join in. So was Victor. So they remained too. And so did Murdoch. The other engines remained in their spots, while Thomas and Hero were ready to save their boss. And with that, they were ready. What do we do? Said Hero. Shh, said Thomas. They found D199 and biffed him off the rails. And he was off the tracks. It's Thomas. I'm the master of the railway, said the Diesels. Get them! And with that, Derek and Diesel 10 chased after Thomas and the master of the railway. What do we do, Thomas? Said Hero. I know, said Thomas. They went into a siding while the Diesels weren't looking. What? And Derek also came off the rails. Derek, no, said Diesel 10. And with that, he wasn't watching where he was going, as he came off the rails. Too. He went and they were all unconscious too. And with that, Hero and Thomas were still ready. Hero, said Thomas, I'll go on my own. You deal with the Diesels. But Thomas, said Hero. But Thomas was all on his own. Meanwhile, inside the old shed, Thomas found the Fat Controller. Sir, said Thomas. Oh, Thomas, he said. But it was too late. They were caught by the Duke Controller. Well. Bertram, said the Duke Controller. Remember me? Course I do, Duke. Course I do, sir, said the Fat Controller. Sounds like you didn't look after your engines well. Exactly, said Duke. And who's this blue engineer? Well, you're not going to get away with this. You're not going to get away with this, you silly man, said Thomas. I am a tank engine, he said. Said the Duke Controller. You are one scrap iron engine. I am with the Diesels. And as for you, fatty, said the Duke Controller, perhaps you should have taught this blue engine of yours some respect for me, he said. And with that, the Duke Controller, Dodge and Diesel left away. Said Thomas. What's he going to do with us now? I don't know, said the Fat Controller. If he was still alive, I will know what to do. That was a long story when he and I were friends, he said, and Thomas decided to listen to the story.